when Gilda's Club offered a therapeutic art session that involved painting shirts, I just had to do this. That this is the language that art speaks to me, and I think that was the reason I spent my life as a writer. And writing is one form of communication. It's one way of telling your story and telling it to others. Art is an entirely different way. That since then I have painted more than a dozen shirts. I'm literally wearing my art on my sleeve.
I see Gilda's Club very much as a community, as it gives people like, okay, I'm not alone. There are other people who have done this. I have resources and people I can bounce things off of. And so it gives people that like, okay, yep, I can do this.
The art groups that I normally do are, I have about five members that are consistently coming to group. Some people actually make art in advance just because they're really excited about the topic, and then we talk about it, the night of. Like, we'll make art together, we'll keep working on it, we'll talk about it and kind of process it together.
2018 is when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I didn't pick up Gilda's Club until quarantine, and they were doing art, and I said, well, let's try this out.
Inspiration can come from any number of things. My art comes from ordinary conversation, but a lot of times, even if I do have a sketch to work from, I never know what I'm going to get until I've done it. The artist is often as surprised as the viewer about what comes out.
And even in the last 2 years when we've all been apart, we've had to do community newly and differently and more intentionally in a lot of ways.
I didn't know until I took an art class with Mallory, and just trusting her guidance and her steps of making shapes and stuff, and then ending up with a beautiful silhouette of some kind, that I didn't know I was an artist. After that, the light came on, as far as the joy and the passion.
Sometimes words aren't enough for people, and art really gives them an opportunity to express what they're going through. Like if somebody talks about how, they're feeling sad, it's so much more than that. It's really going a lot deeper and just processing that emotion of what it feels like, what it looks like, what it sounds like.
The art has a life of its own. It has something to say that is not necessarily what I expected.
The expressive piece is like, are you gonna be brave enough to put out into the universe what's happening in your inner universe? And it's just so amazing.
I had this light in me, this child in me, this creativity, this power, this beauty. All of my energy is put on that project. I don't know, I don't think I can say.
And so you can set it aside and you can separate yourself from it, and then you can see it from another perspective. And that often acts as a stepping stone to further understanding what's going on.
It's a very mysterious and exciting process to add light, and heaven knows it is not enough to wipe out the darkness, but it is something.
Whatever your day was, whatever your problems were, they disappear in that moment. Because it's you and the materials.
That visceral, expressive piece, you tap into different parts of your brain when you're doing art, and it's just like, people are magic.